Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, when you're looking at the American dollar, which is at the top of the currency, the world currency, is the top dollar, along with the pound and the euro, which are all controlled by one nation. See, one lineage, one bloodline. It's all controlled by this family. That's what a bloodline is. It's a family. And that's what a nation is. So when you look at this dollar and how it's the world currency, see, you can spend it in any nation. And it is controlled and duplicated and created with the Federal Reserve. Now, the Federal Reserve, it set guidelines on the price of gold, on all kinds of things. And so when you're dealing with this place that was started in 1913, you get a deeper understanding of who the earth is given to. See, the earth was given to a specific nation, and out of that nation, you have upper echelons, a royal class. You see, a controlling class of that nation. Just like the 12 tribes had, Judah was the head tribe. And Judah, everybody flocked to Judah, and Judah was the leader. So same thing with the nation that's controlling the world now. They have a top tribe, and that tribe is controlling the rest of the tribes. Now the Bible identify who these people are. Now let's go get that real quick. Let's see if I should have my Bible app still open. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to, starting off, Job 9:24. Say, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So is he saying pretty much that this is a blatant, obvious situation. If it ain't the person who replaced the Israelites and the identity of the Israelites and try to steal the identity of the Israelites, see, cover the faces of the judges, meaning that he hid the faces. He changed the faces of the judges, which were the Israelites. They have a whole book in their records called Judges. Now, let's go to who is he, because it should be obvious. But those who don't know, they don't understand why is this thing obvious? Okay, so but the Bible say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and so when you're talking about their currency, let's get this. Psalms 73, it'll tell you. It say, verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. See, you don't have to work for individuals. Verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. See, they control the money. The money is controlled by them. See, and so it's easy to identify these individuals. Now let's get Zechariah. What is it? 5 and 11, I'm thinking. Nope, not 5 and 11. 11 and 5. I'm dyslexic. It say, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So these individuals pretty much orchestrated the slave trade, and they are rich and became rich from that. And these are the individuals that's running Babylon the Great. See, they have this city, which is the ruling city, Basra. This is their capital city that's controlling everything else. And so, what does it say about this city? When you get down to verse 11, it tells you the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. Because this great city was the place where people bought merchandise. They was the highest buyer of merchandise in the world, and all the merchants of the world came to sell their merchandise to this place. And so, verse 12, it said the merchandise of gold, they came in here to buy gold, silver, precious stone. Now, we're going to skip all of the details. 13, at the end of 13, it said they came here to this great city to buy slaves and souls of men. See, those possessors who sell them, see, they were selling slaves in Babylon the Great. The great city of Babylon was selling slaves and the souls of men. Who sells slaves in Babylon? They sell slaves through the prison system. The biggest population of prisoners in the world is the prison system of America. They were selling slaves in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s on plantations of picking cotton, picking sugar cane, picking tobacco, and other crops. Had them working in the field. Now let me get that in Micah. See, this stuff is documented. It says, verse 10, in pain and labor to be brought forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. See, the labor that the Israelites put in is the evidence that's bringing forth the truth that they are the daughter of Zion, the descendants, see, the child of Zion. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city. So they left their city. Look, every time they left their city, and it say, and thou shalt dwell in the field. So they left Jerusalem, and they dwelling in the field, picking cotton, tobacco. And where they dwelling at? And thou shalt go even to Babylon. See, in Babylon, the children of Israel is in the field working for these red dragons. See, they working for the people that created the Federal Reserve. And these individuals pretty much enslaved the children of Israel. Let me finish the verse. There shall you be delivered, for the Lord shall redeem thee from out of the hand of the enemy. So the enemies is enslaving the children of Israel, working them in the field. See, and that's how they be getting rich. So they said, blessed be the Lord, because you gave us these slaves, and now we are rich. And the people that's running the whole operation is through the Federal Reserve in Babylon the Great, America. And the dollar that people are using is being used at a high rate by mainly the children of Israel. Let's get that. Deuteronomy 28:48. It say, thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against you. You should be slaves to your enemy, and serve them in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, That's why they buying up this merchandise so much. Or these other nations can sell their merchandise, because the Israelites got to survive off other people. And he shall put a yoke around thy neck until he have destroyed you. See, the Israelites got to survive off the other nations, and mainly these red dragons that started the head tribe of the red dragons that started the Federal Reserve. See, the Israelites don't have their own currency and their own land to survive off of. They're in the land of Babylon. See, they got to survive off these red dragons. And he telling you he going to bring a nation and do it. That's the nation. These red dragons. And let's get the head tribe. I knew it was something I had in my mind. The head tribe. Let's get the head tribe. So let's get the context. The context is verse 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's how they covered the faces of the judges. See, they say, let's cover the faces of these Israelites so nobody won't think about no Israelites. The only thing they're thinking about is us. Verse 5, it say the tabernacles of Edom. See, the first name mentioned is the main nation. Now it's going to give you the head tribe in verse 7. Gabal, Ammon, that's the Japanese and some other probably African. And then Amalek, that's the head tribe that's controlling the Federal Reserve. The head tribe that's controlling the rest of Edom. See, they're the head tribe of Edom, just like Judah is the head tribe of Israel. Amalek is the head tribe of Edom. And they're controlling and created the Federal Reserve, man. It's a documented situation. This is not somebody pulling something out of their butt and just making a conspiracy theory. This is not a theory. These individuals created it. They came from a certain family. It was one nation. There wasn't no Chinese peoples involved. Wasn't no Indian peoples involved. Wasn't no Arab peoples involved. Wasn't no African peoples involved. It was only these Edomites, these red dragons that started the Federal Reserve. And they're a private company, certified information. See, but I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace of the elect worldwide. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth, descendants of slaves. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.